Hello, you are watching Sal TV. This is Salamancer bringing you some more Highlander action today. We've got a tin team versus Bent. Now this match was played on the same day that everyone played all their HAARP matches, but the thing about it is that there was a little bit of a glitch, I think, with a dead ringer on HAARP that teams were running into occasionally. So what they did was they decided at UGC to let the players choose whether they wanted to play on HAARP or play on Gravelpit instead. Now the players hadn't had time to practice Gravelpit, of course. It was like a last-minute decision, so it was their choice. And these two teams decided to play Gravelpit instead of playing on HAARP. So we get to watch a Gravelpit game between a tin team and Bent. I don't know why their tag is LBE because it's .bent on the UGC site, but whatever. LBE is definitely Bent, and we've got both engineers actually using a Jag, which is kind of interesting, but it looks like we're probably going to have most of LBE push out left side first, which is perfectly normal. They're going to go to A. Of course, the defense, I think, is being set up on B. Now, I was told this was a really weird game, so we're going to have to watch and see whether it actually is. Let's find our... There we go. Got a demo man here. We're just going to watch as they try to get up to A here, and they're really not going to have any problems. Getting a little bit of spam in, though. Actually, good spam there by the soldier, just trying to hang out up top and deny them the point. Now, interestingly, they brought their medic out here, and that's more common, a lot more common in Highlander than in 6v6. You'll see a lot of times in 6v6 the medic will just stay up and spawn, so he absolutely cannot lose that Uber. So they, everything basically revolves around capping B, really. A is basically a foregone conclusion. But we'll have to see what happens, guys. We've got Highlander action coming at you, and I do know the guys on a tin team pretty well. I don't know the Bent guys all that well, but we will see how this game goes. Really, if you have to watch any part of this game and you just don't have the time to watch all of it, go check out the second half. And I don't know when that's going to be yet, but apparently the second round of this game was just really wonky, so that's what we want to see. We've got Mendez here trying to take his snipes at the medic, and he looked like he was going to get flanked there by a pyro, but so far no dice. Reds here, I do believe Reds is, unless I'm mistaken, Reds is actually a 6v6 competitive player on the team Unibrow, so that's pretty awesome to see that they are also doing a Highlander. I like seeing a lot of the 6v6 guys come in here and do Highlander. It makes it more competitive. We do have the Uber pop now. Counter popped on a heavy. That's not really going to do a lot. It's just going to keep the heavy alive. But look at that. The sentry goes down for a tin team really fast here. So it's very, very possible that a tin team, they've already lost A in a really rather standard time. They could lose B pretty quickly here, but the problem is everybody from Bent is down right now, so of course they can't push into this red team yet, and the sentry is going back up. Now the sentry location back here instead of on the point, there's a good reason for that. You're going to have that sentry back there because it protects your medic. It just sets up this defensive area behind the point. You keep your medic back here so he can't, so he doesn't get stuck inside the point. Where enemies can jump in and spam him and do all kinds of nasty stuff. Now, oh, good pick though. So, of course, as I say that's happening, we do have a really good pick there on the medic. So with the medic down, they're not going to have a counter Uber whenever Bent decides to push in with theirs. They only have 40% right now, but they're going to go ahead and push now, actually. They are going to take a lot of damage from this. They don't have the Uber up ready yet, but look at this. They've got some decent positioning walking out here. They may get attacked by this soldier up top. It looks like he really just wants to back off a little bit. Heavy still up on the backhand side here, so he could do a lot of damage, but look at this soldier battle up here. Wow, good kill there by the soldier of a tin team. That is going to be, let me see, who's that? Dynamic. Sorry, I know Dino is the pyro for a tin team, and he may not be called Dino right now. We'll have to see. No, he's called something else. So we got, looks like a little bit of a scout battle over there, just kind of poking at each other, making sure they can't get anywhere. And P-Biz here, the medic for a tin team, once again back in his position, but they do not have the sentry up. They don't have a really good defensive position here. So if blue team were to push out right now, which may be what they do, they could deal a heck of a lot of damage, and I'm not sure if I like how forward a tin team is getting with their defense. They really want to let blue team kind of push into them as much as possible. But good picks nonetheless. Boom Lagshot has ended up going Spy, I think, and normally Boom Lagshot plays Sniper, of course. His name is Boom Headshot, but they've let Mendez play Sniper now, so Lagshot is on the Spy, getting some very good kills. Now we can go down the rosters while we wait a little bit here. Gravelpit does have some lulls in the action sometimes, especially because everybody kind of has to push through to B. So down the rosters, we've got P-Biz on the medic, Boom Lagshot on the Spy, Mendez the Sniper, Dynamic the Soldier, the Konami code, I think, for the Scout, Armageddon for the Heavy, Monkey 66 on the demo, and I know Monkey pretty well, Engineer, Harkinian, and Dino is the Pyro. Meanwhile, on Team Pep, which is Team LBE, or Team Bent, as they're called, on the UGC site. You guys are confusing me, but we've got Reds on the Medic, Chickabomb on the Demo Man, which is kind of a good name, I think. Freighter on the Engineer, Draker on the Pyro, Ferax Sniper, Spy is L'Explosive Boris, I'm just going to call him Boris. Dr. Strudel is the Soldier, and kind of a weird name there because you would expect Dr. Strudel to maybe be a medic, but we've got Gold on the Heavy, and finally rounding it off, Demoli on the Scout. So this, I mean, this sounds like a very European named team. I don't know if they're actually European, because that would be, of course, this is a North American league, so they would be at a severe disadvantage lag-wise. But yeah, they've got some very exotic names, I guess. Oh, this is not where you want to be as a medic. You can get headshot here. You can get flanked so easily. Yeah, so he's going to have to pull back here unless he just really wants to die, I guess. You know, some medics have a death wish, and that's cool. But, you know, it's not really helping your team too much sometimes. I don't know. Good pushing in here by the Bent team, and I'm going to forget that name like 5 times because I'm terrible at remembering team names once the action is started. But good pushing in here. They're building up the Uber, but they're building it in this connector instead of building it in spawn. And really what you see in 6v6 a lot is you see them build that Uber in spawn so that the medic is perfectly safe. Look at this. We've got a Sniper over there trying to get a headshot. Mendez doing what he can, but he's getting pressured right now by a Scout, so he's going to have to fall back. Of course, it's all important to get that Uber up as much as possible. And look at what's happening over here, actually. Oh, no. I was going to say it was just kind of fun to watch the Scout get blasted up into the air there, but we did have an early forced Uber pop from PBiz. I'm not sure what caused that either. That was just a really bad Uber positioning. He could have just been staying back here this whole time and been perfectly fine, but maybe he thought he saw a sniper or something. But nonetheless, now of course we have 100% Uber for Bent, and there's just nothing that Tin Team can do against this except blast it away, but that's not going to last forever. It looks like, wow, actually staying alive a lot longer than you have any right to stay alive there, Dino, so nicely done. But nonetheless, could not save your medic. Medic went down for a Tin Team, so I'm thinking that that's going to be the capture. And on Gravelpit, I mean, you're almost destined to see at least one failed push there, whereas in 6v6, sometimes you'll just see some extremely fast cap times going. Got a Spy here trying to knock out this sentry. He may do it. No, very close, but does not take it out, so that sentry's going to go back up. But now point B is going to be capped. Only a tiny bit of attacking going on over here. The Scouts knocking each other out, but yeah, B is certainly going to be capped here, and now it's up to Blue. Get Bent. Not Get Bent. That's not their name. Just telling you guys in the stream to get Bent. Kidding. No, but Bent is going to be walking in here and trying to attack. Of course, the Demo Man wants to stop that as much as possible. Monkey66 is a good demo. He's leaving, making sure the enemy knows they can't go through that way, and then setting up some sticky traps in case they decide to shoot the one off the floor. We've got Sniper peeking his head out here now, and we're just going to have to see. It looks like the counter-sniping is happening from a Tin Team. They have spotted him, so well done there for Tin Team for trying to shut him down. But wow, lots of death going down right now. We've got the first casualty on a Tin Team is the Scout. Not super useful on defense. Now the Uber is popped, but it looks like it's already faded here, actually. They may have just taken out that sentry. It's exactly what they did. Oh, no, that's not what you want to see happen. Medic goes down to a Heavy. And yeah, sounds like, oh my gosh, so many people dying right here, but that's going to be it for Bent. They're going to cap this very, very quickly. That last point, actually very hard to defend, whereas on 6v6 it might be easier to defend it. It's pretty difficult to defend in Highlander. So we have a cap time of 7 minutes and 17 seconds for Bent, and now Bent is going to want to switch it up and play defense. They just have to defend all 3 points for 7 minutes, 17 seconds. So we're probably going to see them run a rather typical B defense, but as I say that, look at this. Reds is running the Kritzkrieg right now. That's not something you see every day on defense, of course, because if the enemy pops that Uber, your Kritzkrieg is useless. But I think Reds realizes that they don't want to pop it right away. You know, nobody wants to pop that Uber capturing A, because if you do, then you're screwed. You have to wait like another minute to pop it to capture B. So they're going to hope that the enemy medic or something, I guess, well, I thought they were going to hope that they walked out to A, but it turns out Reds is just going to walk back over here to B, so I'm not sure what's going on right now. Reds, I guess, just wants to hold on to a Kritzkrieg until a critical moment. Ready to charge, though, so we've got, let's see which way Tin Team pushes out. Oh, wow, this might be interesting. Tin Team is actually just going to go for B first. And of course A is much more difficult to defend. If they can get out here to B very, very quickly, then of course they may be able to stop the sentry from getting up to level 3. It's almost going to be too late here though. But they may be able to stop. Oh, here comes the Kritzkrieg, not doing anything so far, and there you go. That's exactly what happens. You try to run that Kritzkrieg, and if you don't get the medic right away, he's going to pop that Uber out the gate. That's exactly what's happened. So now the invulnerable guy is not taking any damage from the Uber. But look at this, great positioning by the Heavy here on defense. Who is that? Gold? Yeah, Gold just walking out there and dealing massive, massive damage to the blue team. So now there's only a sentry, a soldier, and a medic left. Medic getting pressured here by a scout. Going to go down to a bat, nonetheless. Actually, to a fish. So well done to Domoli there for Bent. Realizing that, hey, the medic's here, and he's not able to hit me with these needles properly, so may as well just knock him out. Looks like Boris here probably going to get taken out by our Pyro, but, you know, it's not going to be a huge deal. Now, the sentry is still down for Bent, so they could very possibly lose this point. We've got Pyro battle here. Pyro battles are kind of silly to watch sometimes when they're air blasting each other because, of course, they don't want to take too much damage from each other's flames, so they'll just air blast. Well, whoever gets the first air blast is kind of not dealing quite as much damage, but they both just kind of go, oh, okay, well, I'll walk away from you then. Now they've, wow, interesting. So they're trying to cap B here, trying to spam it in as much as possible. They're really trying hard here on this B offense. They've got plenty of time, of course, to capture B and then A, but I mean, it's just kind of weird to see them not even going for that free point on A with just like one scout or something. So, nonetheless, good kill on Gold, of course. That's going to, without the heavy, the red team loses a significant amount of damage, so we'll have to see here if a tin team can push out. And I like the sentry positioning here, except that it just does not seem to be able to outrange this sniper. It's got a limited effective range unless you're using the Wrangler, and the engineer was not there to wrangle it. So, wow, big damage coming in here by the demo man, actually. I do not like the positioning here. Looks like a lot more damage than that demo man really should have done. Finally, the point A is being capped now. Let's see if we can't find... Actually, where's Harkinian right now? Okay, that's pretty standard. All right. Where is... Okay, so it is our Konami code and our soldier running a pain train. That is what is capping right now. So now we are back over to B. A is capped, no contest, and that's pretty much how it always happens. And a tin team now has 5 minutes left to capture B and C. You have to see if they can do it. We've got a good defensive setup here by Bent. I'm not sure if I agree with the sentry positioning. Now, it does kind of surprise people if they try to walk out through C from A, but we don't see that happening. We instead just see them pushing out the normal location. I think the sentry was actually picked up. It's been moved, so kind of an interesting decision here, but P-Biz is getting air blasted back and probably not even communicating it right now. That's not good, because of course that means his team is just not able to stop that. Kritzkrieg finally coming in here, but I think the Kritzkrieg didn't even really matter all that much, and wow, the medic actually goes down. Good pick there by the Contra Code Scout, or the Konami Codes, whatever the hell his name is. I always forget which code that is because I did not play Nintendo as a child. I was deprived. I did have a Sega Genesis though, so that was my childhood. We've got, looks like a lot of red team down right now, but they do have a buff banner and a scout and a demo man right now on the point. Yeah, and their heavies back. So yeah, Dino here taking a little bit too much damage from that buff banner. He's having to retreat, although he did get some good reflects there. B is getting capped now, so wow, with a heavy standing on the point with the sniper here, that's going to be good for capturing. They're going to get at least some time on it. Problem is, Lagshot and Konami are down right now. Freighter, the first one to go down for red, but they've got a medic heavy walking into the point. Gold is very, very hurt right now, so if he tried to walk in at this point, he may end up getting taken out, but Arma here is also hurt. We've got, okay, heavy medic on the point now as well, so I'm thinking that a tin team has this, but of course they are bottled up inside the point. They are probably going to take a lot of damage, and there's a big stab on Arma, so the heavy is now down, and there you go, only a sniper and medic left on that point. Very good defense here by Bent. Did an excellent job of just clearing that point out with the spy pick and then collapsing on the remaining tin team members. So now they've got the defense up once again. They're going to be sitting there on B and making sure it doesn't get capped, and of course with only 3 minutes left, tin team's going to have a hard time here winning this first round. Interesting though, they do have a sentry going up, but oh no, I'm sorry, that was blue. What am I thinking? No, red team's got a sentry going up inside the point now, and of course that's a very easy sentry location to spam if you know where it is, but if you don't know where it is, it's just going to start pounding on you as soon as you get in there, and that's no fun at all. Monkey66 here looks like he's doing a little bit of damage to a dispenser possibly, but I'm not sure. Yeah, he has gotten up on the roof. Actually, lots and lots of damage coming down from Monkey right now. He's knocked out or hit the scout anyway. Monkey finally gets taken down by some counter stickies, well placed there from Bent, and that was Chicka Bomb knocking out Monkey. Wow, but looks like red team is just getting surrounded here. Not sure if they... Well, it looks like they've got a good defensive setup though. So the surround, it was a good attempt, but oh, double stabs. Was that double stabs? I don't even think, maybe that wasn't a single stab. No, it was Freighter actually got both kills there. Freighter, of course, being I think he's the Pyro. No. Who had the shotgun? Was that, no, it was the Engineer. So Engineer going big there, man. Just walking out like, I don't need a sentry to kill you guys. Whatever. And so I think Reds is actually still running the Kritzkrieg and also running the Vitasaw. I think that's why he or she, and I want to say she, but I'm not entirely sure if this is the same Reds. Nonetheless, this is why Reds is running the Vitasaw. It has that that 20% Uber charge right out the gate, so makes it just much faster to charge overall, and even if you die. Oh my gosh, what just happened there though? Mendez managed to get a huge body shot there on Reds, and so Reds is down now. That means Armageddon, of course, is going to have his overheal, whereas his enemy Heavy just doesn't have the heals at all right now. So they've got a big advantage here. The only thing they don't have yet is the Uber advantage. They're trying to build it up, but only a minute left to cap here, so can they get onto that point and cap it quickly enough? Gravelpit point, of course, captures very slowly up until you get to C, and then C, of course, is a little bit quicker. But good flanking action here coming in by Bent. They're really bottling up the, or boxing in the Heavy Medic combo, and so finally get the charge, but look at this. Trying to bottle the sniper down just for kicks, because I think this map may already be over. Now, once again, blue team is in here. They're on the point. The problem they have is that they don't have any presence outside the point, really. They've got a Heavy and a Soldier right now kind of screwing them over. Finally, they've got Monkey66 on the demo man up here, dealing actually a heck of a lot of damage to Gold. I wonder if okay, maybe not quite that much, but I saw a bunch of pipes hitting him, so maybe he was already overhealed. Good kill on Gold. Sounds like he's down, and we've still got a Heavy Medic up for a Tin team. They've got 30 seconds though. 30 seconds to try and get in there and cap C. So can they do it? We're probably going to have Monkey try and get up there right away, but I think Red team is going to be prepared for this. They've already got their Engineer up. They've got a Sentry level 2 just sitting down there trying to defend against jumpers. So if Monkey tried to jump, he would be down. I think he already is. 20 seconds left, and this may be the end. They've got a Pyro sitting up here to air blast off the point right now. That's exactly what he's going to do. Just blast that Scout off there. This is close though. Scout could have gotten that kill, but I think it is too late now. Only about 8 seconds left to go. They're trying to get up there, but a Heavy watching the entrance here as well as the Pyro. Very close, but that match is going, or this round anyway, is going to go to Bent. So what we get to see now in the second round is they're going to have to swap defending teams first. So we're probably going to see a little bit of a halftime wait period here. So I will be right back. Hello again, this is Salamancer, you're watching Sal TV, and we're starting up round 2 of a Tin team versus Bent. This time it is Bent on defense first. They are once again running the Kritzkrieg. We saw this not work out very well for them in the initial stages of the first round, but maybe they can make it work out a little bit better here, just take people by surprise. Now, what they've done here is they've walked their Soldier and their Pyro out, and then they suicided, just so that the Engineer could look at this, have so much metal available to him that he can get his all 3 of his buildings set up right here, right where he wants them. So we're watching just good play there, well coordinated, like, yeah, we'll suicide because we can get back in position before the round starts anyway. And there you go, Medic was trying to provide some overheal over there for Chica. We're going to see where Chica, if he has laid any sticky bombs, we'll see where they've laid. Yes, right there, so we'll see what happens. Oh no, P-Biz, this is bad. This is not good. And they're not checking for him. No! Oh, tried to bring a level 3 sentry out there. Harkinian got caught by the sticky trap, so that's no good. Looks like we've got some big offense once again, though, going in here on B. And so we've got the attempt to capture B right now. Some sick battling going on up top of the roof. Monkey goes down, but then so does Demoli and Chica. And wow, just lots and lots of kills coming down here for Tin Team right now. So only 4 up remaining for Team Red here. Looks like there's been some fighting on both points so far. P-Biz has not popped that Uber yet. Looks like he's probably about to have to do that, though, because there is probably going to be... No, Reds goes down, actually. Mendez with a huge headshot, so probably doesn't have to pop that Uber for a while. That's going to be great for them. They get to cap B first. That's going to be insane, of course. They've already got somebody capping C as well, or A as well. Wow, and a huge spy pick there, trying to just maintain control of the exterior. That's what they really want to do here. As they're capping B, they want to control the exterior of the point as well. And so they send the Soldier up here to try and stop the demo man from fragging them into these windows. That's what you got to do when you're capping B. And well done to a Tin Team capping B with a minute on the clock right now. Oh, interesting headshot there, though. Looks like P-Biz may have dropped his Uber, but that is okay because they've capped B and A in a minute and 20 seconds. That is probably one of the fastest times you'll ever see on Gravelpit. So already got some really insane stuff going on. And here comes a really close to capping C. Are they going to do it? They do. They cap C right away. Domino cap. A minute and 31 seconds on that capture time. That is insane. So definitely not going to have to split this video into 3 parts because it looks like Tin Team just came out with some bombing offense there. Made that play for B once again, and it worked out for them really well this time. That was insane, guys. So Unless Bent can come back here with a minute and 31 to cap all 3 points, I don't think they're going to be able to get it. And Arma get it on. Yeah, that just happened. And yes, I agree. That was definitely worth a little bit of bragging rights there for a Tin team. Getting a minute and 31 for all 3 points is insane. So we've got Mendez here now watching the point here. He's just going to set up after that minute and 21 is done. Where is our demo man, though, for a Tin team? What are they doing with their demo? Let's go zip through these hallways here and find out. Is he putting stickies there? No, he is not. So Monkey, where you at, dog? Not setting any stickies in there either. So let me see if I can find the guy. I don't know. Well, let's see. Looks like we're just walking Dead Ringer out here to see if he gets popped. No, he does not. So there's the stickies. They do blow up, but just a little bit too late. I think Monkey may have missed it. I don't even know where Monkey is. So he's got a good hiding spot wherever he is. Sniper here just trying to delay the cap on A little bit, and sometimes you'll see them able to do that, but it looks like boom lag shot there on the spy, goes down. We've got a pretty solid defensive setup here, and this time the Wrangler is running as well. Uber comes in. P-Biz does a good job of holding on to his Uber for a little while. They're not Ubering their Pyro. They're instead Ubering their Heavy, but he's going to deal a lot of damage. So, wow, Reds goes down really fast there. So, just basically everybody on Bent is dead right now. There's only 50 seconds left in this half. So, can they cap it? All 3 of them in 45 seconds? Very, very doubtful. We're just going to watch a little bit of playtime here for Pyro. Wow, nice reflect there from Dr. Strudel. That was pretty awesome, so I'm glad we caught that on the camera. And Chickabomb here trying to push in, get some damage done, but he goes down. Now Dracer here is saying, no, stop delaying my capture here. It's just too late now, though. I really don't see this being a cap. So that's going to be an extremely quick cap, and that means we're going on to a 3rd round, but we're going to keep it on the same video because, I mean, why not? And here we go, Harkinian setting up, just moving his sentry a little bit over to the left side. This is actually not as good of a position. You don't want this sentry to be visible from this area, because then a sniper can just walk out and start shooting it. Really what you see in 6v6 is you'll see the sentry go like right in this shadow, because that way it covers the both areas to see. But look at that, Tin Team wins with, I mean, they didn't even have to barely try on defense there. So we'll be right back. So wow, that was an incredibly insane capture time there, and so we have a Tin team once again playing on defense. They started on defense, so they will end on defense. Their defense wasn't especially great. Part of it may be due to just their general tactics and positioning. I think they had a little bit of trouble with trying to position themselves properly. We're going to have Monkey once again, I think, setting up his sticky traps somewhere around here. Looking like there we go. Okay, so he's going to try and sneak a trap around there. Oh, ouch. Decided he didn't like the positioning of the stickies there, but ended up taking a lot of damage. So I'm not sure if he's going to be able to really pop that. He may just have to have his scout tell him when that happens. We'll see, though. And a Tin team, of course, with such an incredibly quick cap time of all 3 points there of a minute and 30, Bent said, well, there's pretty much no way we can cap that. So they kind of, they made the one push that they really could make. It didn't work, so they were just kind of like, okay, well, that round's kind of a write-off. So it is all down to this, guys. It is all down to whether a Tin team can defend for long enough to give themselves a fighting chance, or whether Bent can just walk out here and knock it out. Sounds like we've already got some good picks here. Konami Code, Contra Code, what's his name, manages to get a kill on the Pyro here, so he's just trying to delay the capture of A as much as possible. He gets in here, gets a good flank on the Scout, good kill there, so Demoli's down as well, Pyro and Scout down right now, and the Spy as well, so yeah, really, really good kills here over on A from the Contra Code, Konami Code. I'm going to call him Contra. I'm just going to call him Contra. And it looks like they did try to attack B as well. Some pipes coming in here from, looks like from the roof maybe? No, from back over here. So this demo man, he is not long for this world. You know, you can try to run away, but at 11 health, walking down this hallway, that's just... Yeah, there you go. Finally, he gets a revolver down by the Spy. So, good delaying so far here by the Tin team, and they're basically forced Bent to just say, okay, well, the B offense didn't work. I don't think they committed enough to it, and trying to attack B right away, of course, means that you get a much slower capture time on A as a result. So, their cap time on A here is going to be very, very slow. Now, you see Reds here only has 140 health. That is because of the Vitasaw. It takes away 10 from your maximum health, so... not good, of course. It's still about the same. You'll still get headshot or body shot in one hit by a sniper if that body shot is fully charged, of course. But you just can't take quite as much spam. You have to play a little bit more conservatively. The only benefit, of course, is that if you die, you maintain about 20% of your Uber, unless your Uber was not at 20%. So that's always good, right? Boom Lagshot is down right now. Both spies actually are down, but Lagshot's coming back up. And Mendez here wants to get a snipe. Can he do it? Oh, should have gotten that on the Pyro, but the Pyro hopped down at the last second, so I think Mendez wasn't quite prepared. Now he's taking some damage here from this scout. Oh, so lucky! Wow, that was pretty insane. So what do we got here? We got the Ubers coming in for B, but they're getting pushed back very well by the Uber Pyro from a tin team. Now their heavy does go down, but that heavy will be able to get right back up. The only guy left over here on the offense at the moment from Bent is the heavy, and he's walking out towards C. Probably going to end up dying here. He's only down to 22 health, so one more body shot would take him out. I don't think the sniper realizes that, but there he goes. Finally gets that body shot. Did not have to scope in for that. Could have just no-scoped him down to death, but I don't think he knew it. So doing what he had to as a sniper. Now good headshot there on Dr. Strudel, and body shots him to finish it off. Of course, soldiers have 200 health, so if you get that quick scope headshot, you'll deal 150. Wow, excellent! Excellent rocket jump there by Dynamic as well. So Tin Team just coming out strong on defense here. Problem is they've left control of their house right now, and that meant the Demo Man got the really big pick. Chicka Bomb took advantage of the fact that the house just was not under control to kill the medic, so P-Biz does not have Uber right now. That means Bent is going to push out here with about a 50% advantage. They don't have the Uber yet, so they got to be really careful here that they don't lose their medic to a headshot. That's why the scout ran up here. He ran over to harass that sniper, make it so that he couldn't get the headshot on the medic that he wanted. Now the medic is very, very close to his Uber. Pyro here trying to do some work against that spy. I think the spy is already down, but here they come. Looks like B is probably going to get capped at this point. I don't think there's a lot that Red Team can do there. Trying valiantly to deal a lot of damage there. Sorry about the camera work, but yeah, okay, wow, actually still doing a lot of damage though. So and Reds did go down, and I completely missed it. Looks like some good headshots there coming in on Farax, so got Monkey 66. That's going to be important because that means Monkey can't jump up here and try to stop this damage coming in. So, wow, yeah, with both of the jump classes available in this Highlander team right now, standing on top of the point, even though they lost their medic, Reds is down. Looks like Bent can still manage to conquer B. And what I like about their offense here is that while they're trying to capture B, they're not sitting everybody on the point. They're sending their Demo Man up right now, for instance, to Sticky Trap right here. So, don't push out there, P-Biz. You got to let your team push out in front of you. Don't peek around those corners as a medic. But yeah, I mean, that's what Blue Team is trying to do. They're setting some people to cap, but they're also setting some people on a more offensive role, like their Demo Man here, so that he can just cut off these routes, make it so the enemy can't push in and retake B and stop them. That's what you got to do here on Gravelpit. You got to say, no, you can't come through these points here. So while we're capturing B, we've got to have like a Demo Man or something sitting here to hold it forward. So here we go. Looks like LBE, that is Team Bent, with actually a significant time advantage over their first round cap so far. It was about 7 minutes on their first one. This time so far, 4 minutes and 21 seconds. So if they get in here and cap this really fast, I think they could have this round in a much quicker time. Pushing in right now. This looks like a soldier coming in through here, and they do pop the Uber. They are going to try and knock out the sentry as well as the medic. Medic counter pops and lift up the sentry. Excellently done there. Lift it up, maintain the Uber, so now he can drop the sentry back down, build it back up. Hopefully it doesn't take a lot of damage, because look at that. Wow, good play on the part of both of those players. They said, yeah, I'm going to pick it up, Uber me. That's exactly what they did, and so they saved the sentry, they saved the NG, and they saved the heavy there by keeping him Ubered for just a little while as well. Now we've got the sniper there for Bent, trying his best to get a headshot there. Only at 8 health left, and he does go down to Boom Lagshot, gets the backstab. We have Dracer here trying to go around for some flanks, so we're going to wait a little bit and watch what happens at the flanks while Team Bent tries to set up. They need to build that Uber back up once again, and of course they're running the regular invuln, and you really can't push with a Kritzkrieg. Kritzkrieg, of course, can be useful for defense if you use it right. Now this is interesting though. Look at this. The Pyro walking up onto the point, and he's just saying, okay, I'm going to avoid everything here. He walked up the wrong side though. If he'd come out this side, he wouldn't have hit that sentry, but as it was, the sentry ended up taking him down because he walked out this side. So I kind of like the play. He was just going to try to air blast people and get some time on the point, but it didn't work. Gold and Farax down now as well. Gold, of course, the heavy, and Farax the sniper. And you really need that sniper up when you're trying to push in, because of course he can make life a living hell for your medic. He can try and headshot him, or just headshot just about anybody. So you get those picks, and then you push in when you've got the player advantage. But with the sniper down right now, that's not going to happen quite yet. He did just come back up, and they do have a teleporter, so Farax should be on the front lines fairly soon, trying to snipe once again. But Mendez is going to have his eye out for that, so we're going to have that sniper battle going on, seeing who gets the jump on who. 100% right now for P-Biz, so he will once again have a counter Uber ready to go. And the Wrangler's up this time. Wrangler's, of course, allowed in UGC. Not only does it let you choose who to target with the sentry and choose an infinite distance, basically, with it, but you also get the advantage... You also get the advantage of 75% damage reduction to the sentry. So once again, they're using the same tactic here, but this time around, they may end up losing their players to this scout here. They're not even paying attention to the scout right now. Pay attention to the scout. Oh my gosh. Just walking up and fish killing. Didn't quite fish kill, but did manage to deal enough damage there to cause the sentry to finish off the NG. Wow, so not quite paying attention to what was happening there. NG versus Heavy. Who do you think wins that one most of the time? It's probably going to be the Heavy. So good job there by the Heavy. That's Armageddon on from Tin Team, walking up to the point and defending it properly. And now they've got their Pyro up there, Dino, pretty good at reflecting. I've played like MGE mod and stuff against him, and he has his reflect down to a science sometimes. So it's fun to watch that. And now we've got, of course, the Pyro coming in here trying to harass the medic and harass the projectile classes. Does a decent job of it. We've got 2 down right now. Armageddon is down. So having lost a Heavy, that means that blue team's just going to try and walk their Heavy up here and deal a lot of damage. No sentry at this point either. I don't see the sentry up. So where is Harkinium? Where is the sentry? We don't know. Now we've got the Cap going down. It's a soldier up here. He is very hurt. So there you go. Dino managed to take him out. Nonetheless, of course, they'd still have the Demo Man there to jump up, and he's laying down some stickies, so that's going to be the cap. 7 minutes 56 seconds. That is a slightly slower time than the first round that Bent had.
60 seconds.
So, P-Biz here. We're going to have to see just how well Bent defends on defense. P-Biz doing a decent job on the medic, and of course Tin Team has done a decent job overall. I don't think I went over the records of these guys, but of course it all comes down to this. Now, going into this game, Bent was 3 wins, 2 losses in their division, and a Tin Team was 2 wins and 4 losses. So we're going to have to see whether a Tin Team, which on paper is the worst team, can come back from behind, the standings wise anyway, and win it, or whether Bent can say, no man, we deserve to go like 4-2. We will have to see. And offense here means they have about 8 minutes to capture all 3 of the points. They do have to capture all 3 under the 8 minutes. Otherwise, they lose the game. And I swear, guys, I'm not going to call the game early like I did with that HAARP game. Oh my gosh, I'm still embarrassed about that. But I went ahead and uploaded it anyway because I'm just trying to get this content out as fast as possible. Once again, Reds here on defense with the Kritzkrieg. And this time, they say, we expect a push at B. So they have their Demo Man sitting here at B. They're going to pop the Kritzkrieg on him probably. He did take a lot of damage though, so they kind of hold off on that. But I would like to see them pop that Kritzkrieg sooner rather than later. They don't want P-Biz to get his Uber up ready to go. Sounds like it was popped there, and so P-Biz just doing a good job of backing out into spawn, but lots and lots of kills in the Kritzkrieg there. So Kritzkrieg and a demo, of course, extremely, extremely scary. Now, though, Reds is down, and we're going to have the Uber advantage going to a Tin Team. So way to go so far, guys. Looks like they're capping A. They've got the Uber advantage. And let's find the medic real fast here if we can. I want to see P-Biz. Is P-Biz going to push out right now? He should be doing that as soon as he gets a couple of damage classes up here. But so far, it's just the just like the Pyro and the Sniper. That's not really what you want to Uber on to B. And let's see where that sentry is. Probably have it upstairs again on the C point, but we want to see what happens to Dino here. Setting a lot of people on fire, doing some good damage. A is about to get captured here, and of course that's really not what matters. What matters is B, because B is so much more defensible. Now we have the Uber, but the Uber is already faded. It walked onto B, and this is really not what you want to do with your positioning. They are getting some capture time down, but the problem is they haven't knocked out any of the players over here for Red Team. Now they're finally doing some damage here, and looks like the Heavy spamming out of that door is a good thing. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. They are dealing some good damage there, so the medic goes down for Bent. But sounds like there may be a lot of damage coming in here on the blue team as well. Their medic is still up, but I think he may have died, or he may be disappeared from this point for a little bit. Nonetheless, the Demo Man down here, Chickabomb, got some 6 stickies walking in. Looks like he may be able to... Oh, no, you don't want to be sitting in a corner there. Oh, it's so bad. Yeah, so this is the problem that Tin Team has. I don't think they realize that when they're pushing into B, they can't just sit in this house. If they sit in the house, they are going to die. That's exactly what's happening. And look at how awesome Chickabomb is doing right now. He's just saying, oh, you guys just want to sit in a house for me? Great. I can launch stickies in at you all day and kill you all as you're trying to cap. Of course, B caps so slowly that you have to hold the entire area. You can't just hold the house, you have to hold the whole area. That's what Bent has been doing better than a Tin Team. I don't think there's been out DM or anything like that. I just think that Bent realizes the tactical situation a little bit better. That does sound French. That sounds totally French. I swear, these guys have to be a European team. Oh, huge crit stickies here coming in and killing P-Biz. That's going to delay the push significantly. Great Kritzkrieg coming in from Bent. That was intense. Chickabomb, of course, going huge on the damage, so that's just insane. Dynamic here, going to see if he can't make anything happen, and he is a good player. We're going to watch him kill that soldier right there. He did kill Dr. Strudel. Armageddon has managed to take out Boris, but right now it's just not enough, and we've got, oh, Mendez going down to Ferax. So, this one at a time pushing right now by a Tin Team, this is also what you do not want to do. Don't waste players on a push, you know. If you have a good reason to send a couple players out to do a flank, you know, maybe hit the enemy medic or something, then that can work. But look at this, they've got like just their heavy right now standing out here. Where is, oh no, I'm sorry, that's red team, my bad. But they're just sending out like one player at a time. Monkey's down. And if you're sending out one player at a time, you're putting yourself in a situation where it's one or two against your entire team. Well, how do you think that's going to work? Most of the time, their entire team is just going to say, lol, this is easy. So you really have to make those more coordinated pushes. I haven't seen that come out of the Tin Team yet. And there they go, their entire team going down without really anything to show for it. Mendez standing up here and doing some good damage, but the problem is he's not helping his team out with the picks right now. He's just standing up there on C and hoping that they capture B really quickly. It's a decent idea. The problem now that Tin Team has is they've got 4 minutes left to capture B. They're starting to feel that time crunch a little bit. Lagshot doing a good job of getting around behind here while they wait for their Uber to build back up, and so we're going to have to see. I don't like this decloak position, though. He decloaks here, gets spotted right away, yeah. Really what you like to see spies do is maybe decloak standing here or decloak under this ramp and then walk around and use the disguise to their advantage. Anyway, so it's still 3 down for a Tin Team. Just look at how this is working. Bent has all 9 up, and Tin Team keeps losing 1 or 2 players, and that's just not going to be effective for their push. They need all 9, and they need the Uber for the push. Now, is Reds still running a Kritzkrieg? Yes. Reds has found that the Kritzkrieg is quite effective here on defense. Dino down once again, and so finally, it looks like Contra managed to take out their teleporter back at spawn. That is, of course, a good job for the scout there, but Ferax knocking out Dynamic as he tries to retreat, so once again, they're just pushing one at a time here, and that is not going to help them capture B. It's not even going to help them capture the exterior area here. They finally have a charge, but look at this. They're only charging with 2 players. Now, good crit stickies coming in here. They do manage to knock out Armageddon. No flash there, so not liking that play by the medic, actually. P-Biz probably should have flashed it to his heavy. Now getting separated from his demo man, and this is the problem with trying to walk out with only a demo man and a heavy ready to go. It's that they, you know, even though they had the Uber ready and they only had 3 minutes, if they just waited for even just their soldier, this would have been a much more effective push because they would have had, you know, that one extra person to come out and try to push. Now, the soldier's doing a really good job here. Dynamic getting a lot of kills. They may be able to cap B if they can hold the exterior. That's what they've got to do, and they haven't done it yet. Good kills there, so the soldier now down. There's no teleporter here, so, I mean, look at this. The enemy is just walking through this door, though, and this is such a great choke to hold. Problem is they're not holding it. Finally, they've got a scout walking over here trying to take him out, but Chickabomb finished him off. He ended up, I don't even know what killed him there, but he did get finished off. Now, they're doing a better job here of shutting down this avenue, so they've pushed back. They've pushed back Bent just a little bit, but Bent has 2 minutes left to defend that last point, and if they even have to defend it. Now, it would not be a good idea for them to push out at this point. Yeah, this is exactly what they're doing. They're just saying, okay, let's stay back here, let's defend last. But this is close, guys. It's finally a time for Tin Team to shine, and both of these rounds that it looks like the round that was not the minute and 30 capture time, that is, have been close so far. Last time, it was just a really clutch defense by Bent that managed to win it. This time around, Chris Sticky's coming in, and Uber was not ready to go. P-Biz, in fact, I think dropped Uber maybe to that crit sticky. That is huge. A minute and 33 left. That means they really only have time to build 1 Uber, if any, walking out of there. So that could be it for a Tin Team. I don't know. We're going to have to see whether they can manage to cap it. They've got a soldier standing up there right now doing some damage, but he does go down. So point C probably not going to get like back capped here. They've got a heavy standing on it right now. They've got a lot of good classes standing up there to deal damage and push enemies off. Where is the sentry right now? It is getting set up back over here. So once again, if enemies try to push, if anybody from a Tin Team tries to jump up, that's not going to work out very well for them. This sentry gun will knock them out of the air. Monkey trying to knock some good damage up there, and it looks like the scout, though, may knock him out. That's not what you want to see happen. Oh, the scout did enough damage that he ended up taking a sticky to the face, got knocked out by that. And what they need now, they just need a really good sniper pick. He's trying to get it. If they can get a sniper pick, they may be able to push in here with just a really clutch Uber timing. Reds does have the Uber, though, and it's probably going to be Kritzkrieg once again. Here they go. They're going to get really up forward here with the Demo Man, and we're going to see the Crit Stickies walking in once again. Are they going to knock anything out? They do manage to get Dino at least, but P-Biz is still up. 30 seconds left. No, P-Biz has gone down. That's it, guys. That is going to be the game. P-Biz goes down to the Kritzkrieg there once again, so an excellently used Kritzkrieg on defense by bench, but this has been an extremely close game, and that second round with a minute and 30 cap time, I mean, that's something to be proud of for a Tim team, certainly. So even though this is a loss on their record, it shows that they are getting good as a team. I think what they need to do is maybe just watch some more 6v6 or play some 6v6 and get into the scene there so they know the tactics on the maps a little bit better. But guys, this has been a great game. This is Salamancer. Check me out on Justin TV, Twitch TV /FatMop, and also /XTV Esports. And of course, hit the subscribe button here if you like what you see, guys. This has been Salamancer. It was 1-2 in favor of Bent against Tin Team, so that of course puts Bent up to 4-2 for the season. A Tin Team is at 2-5. Thanks for watching. This has been Salamancer signing out.